Hello, good morning. If you're tuning into this channel for the first time, you're all welcome to this channel. And at the same time, when you look at my video, discover that I'm a work in progress. Have you seen my first video that I made in 2019? When you look at it, you just laugh. Is this plus simple? Even me, I was surprised. Going back for it now, looking at the video right now, I feel like I should have done better, right? But since I wasn't the one that made the video, so I did first. Then looking at 2023 video as well, I discovered that, well, this is a very determined person, a determined woman who is aiming on making things happen or assuming that she can achieve something to a high extent. And then looking at myself right now, currently watching this video right now, I'm so happy that I realized that after looking back 2019, 2022, there have been a much more improvement in terms of self-development and self-awareness. So, but then when I look and I evaluate myself again, and I realize that there are so many parts or so many aspects, so many um, parts that has to do with self-development and self-awareness. It's not something that you wake up one day and end or get to know. Most people have years, they grow up with it, others have to study it, others have to learn it along the line, but there are people who are even clueless over what personal development and what self-awareness is. Because as it stands now, when you look at the process, like we are a reflection of what we think and all of what is in our mind. So if we don't understand what self-awareness is, or maybe we don't look at that aspect like our thoughts, right? If we don't even know what we think or how we will think or ourselves, we don't understand ourselves, it will be quite difficult to adapt to the changes or the evolving world. That's why it's quite important for us to engage in self-awareness and self-development. So when you look at the first video, yeah, it's still less simple. You look at the second video, it's still less simple, even though it's quite funny. But then when you look at it, you can see that yes, there is more an IHL development, an IHL progress, and then the question is it the kind of progress that I want? No. So as you get to understand yourself, you discover that there are more things to life than your first assumptions to it. And there are more things to self-awareness than the things that we assume there are it. So now let's look into different dimensions. So this channel initially was created to build self development, self confidence, self achievement, self creativity, and yes, the most of all is self creativity. In most cases, we channel our mind into our reality or what is happening around us or people around us that we forget to create, right? We forget to create, we forget to harness our ideas, which if we don't harness that ideas, nobody will. So regardless of what your ideas is, your ideas can be unique or unique, but the important thing is the story behind your ideas. The story you tell behind the product you sell, the story you tell behind yourself, the story you tell yourself about yourself are the things that we're going to be looking at and the things that I'll be looking at. So I'll be using myself as an example. I'll be sharing my experiences, but that doesn't mean that I've attained a high level of self-awareness or self-development. But what it means is that we're going to grow together. We're going to look at it together. I'm going to share my story, my journey, and then you and allow you to observe and give your own comments in that. Then you share your own story. Then I'll look at it, and then so along the line of this channel, we tend to invite people who had already matured in age, have a lot of things that have achieved a lot of things in life, so that they'll be able to share their success stories to us, so that we'll be able to use them as a manual, or also as an idea, or as an opinion, or an advice on our own path. So I'll be using a lot of, I'll be making like a podcast most times to ensure that those who want to learn, those who want to share, those who want to add. And at the end of the day, I develop, you develop, everyone who had set eyes on the channel develops as well. And then this is like a trail, this is like a journey that I start. I want to know how far can this go? How far can I go with this? How far can I go? But however, the major purpose of this channel is to see is to place a target, a trap on myself, and you can also use it as a trap on yourself to know how your level of development and your level of understanding of how the universe works or how you works. Because at the end of the day, when you look at it from different dimension, you realize that no one actually matters. It's just you that matters. How you view yourself, how you view the world, how you view your surroundings, or how you were able to look at things, right? Your lens through which you view your realities is what actually matters. So that's the important thing that we're going on this self-awareness to look into ourselves, discover ourselves, see the way we can help ourselves and see how far we can go. Thank you once again. Thank you